Welcome to the third video on how to create the tile pattern team challenge. Again, I'm doing pattern B. In the first video, you saw how to extend a pattern and how to complete this. In the second video, I showed you how you find the rule and how to write the rule. Now, in this third and final video, I'm going to show you how to find the number of tiles. Now, you already know how to do that. But where are you going to record them? In the data table, and where are you going to do that in a graph? So first of all, go to Google Classroom, look for the Desmos graphing calculator. So this is what it's going to look like when you get there. Now, do you need the keyboard down there? No, you do not. So you can put an X in that. So if you go up to the plus where it says add item, you want to add a table. So what you need to do is if we back up, go back to this spot right here. And on another sheet of paper, record your data. Or maybe you are going to be talking to your partner, you give them the data, they're on Desmos, they record the data, because you all don't need to do it. Only one person in your team needs to do this. So if you look at figure 0, and then count up how many tiles. Look at figure 3, how many tiles. Figure 1, figure 2, figure 4, figure 5. So what I did was I wrote all that down on a piece of paper. And I'm going to create a data table. So I'm going to put a 0 here. I'm going to hit tab, and I'm going to create the X first. So it's 1, tab, 2, tab, 3, tab, 4, tab, 5. Because you got to draw figures 1, 2, and 3 were given to you. Then you got to figure out 0, 4, and 5. So I'm going to come over to the Y. And I'm going to put 6 for mine, 11. So these are the numbers I came up with. 18, 27, 38, and 13. Now you might look at this, and again, you were told in the very beginning, this is not linear. So hopefully you know it's not linear. You see it's not linear, but there is a pattern. You notice between the 6 and 11, it goes up by 5. Between 11 and 8, goes up by 7. And then it goes up by 9, 11, and 13. So it's 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. So there is a pattern there that they go up by consecutive odd numbers. So it goes up by 5, then 7, then 9, then 11, then 13. So once you have this done, just click off to the side, take a screen capture of this right here. And you're going to put this in your presentation. Now, you have a copy of my presentation. This is mine right here. This is what I took a snapshot of. Delete this, put yours right there. Leave all this the same. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go back to Desmos, and if you look, you've got the graph over here. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to hide that. And I'm actually going to move the graph around. Now, I made a mistake in my graph. What did I do? 6, 11, 18, 27, 38. Oh, duh. It's not 13. This is actually 51. I was looking at the wrong numbers. So here it is, 51. So when I shrink this again, and I knew it was wrong because I looked at my graph, and that's what you guys need to be able to do. Look at a graph and say, well, something's not quite right here. So these are my numbers, and this is what I'm going to take a snapshot of. So take a screen capture of this right here. Now it may look like it's a straight line, but it's not actually a straight line. It'll be a curved line. And if we zoom in even more, it'll become a little bit more apparent that if I was to go straight from here to here, I would come up over here, and it would keep going up over this way, and it would definitely miss these right here. So the line is not linear. So take a screenshot of that or snapshot of that and put that in here as well. So now you have your pattern analysis. Now when we look at the rest of the sheet here, it says, so we just did this one, find a number of tiles in each figure. How about this one? Demonstrate how the patterns grow using colors, arrows, labels. You've already done that. You can go back here and say, look, here we've got the gold, it grows by this much. Here's the yellow, it grew by this much. Here's the purple, it grew by this much. This is what you had right here. So you're already done with that. So you already did this one. Now, what connections do you see between the different representations? The graph, the figure, the XY table. So that's where you can come back and you can relate it to your connection again and just talk about how you see the relationships. How do you see these patterns fit together between all of them? And it's a little bit harder to see with this type of graph. It's not linear, but there's definitely patterns there. So don't necessarily have to worry about those differences that you see because they're already there. You're going to pick up on these as the class progresses on. So you have all the information you need to complete the pattern team challenge. So good luck. Ask questions if you have them.